The cyano is getting worse. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video by Serif. So in today's weekly update, I'm going to share with you how I am still dealing with my cyanobacteria. So if you watched my video last week, I was struggling with cyano, and this week I am still struggling with cyano, and in fact it is getting worse. The cyano in the tank is not exactly out of control, but it's a few steps from getting out of control. With that being said, I'm still not going to dose any chemicals, and I'll tell you about my game plan about when I will decide to dose some chemicals into my tank to help to cope and fight against the cyano. And when I say out of control, I do mean that the cyano is affecting the corals and fishes, or if I feel that I've used all the ways possible known to man to deal with cyano. I must say that I'm very tempted to dose chemically because I know that it is effective, but I'm trying my best to resist the urge to do so because I just don't want to try or to use a non-natural route. I just want to use a normal, natural route to try and solve this problem. I see this in the same way as the human body. So for the most part, the human body is able to develop immunity towards illnesses like the common flu or a fever. And while medication can help, at times it can be beneficial for the body to just fight against the illness by itself to become stronger. I believe this is the same for all reef tanks. I want my reef tank to sort itself out and to figure its balance in terms of the chemistry. With that being said, I have a new theory of why I am facing cyano, and I'll tell you what new causes of actions I have and what I have changed in terms of dealing with cyano. But before I tell you what it is, it would be super helpful if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel. It will go a long way in helping me and supporting me. Alright, so my new theory of why the cyano is around is maybe because of my dosing of nitrate. So since the start of the tank, if you've been keeping up, I've been struggling with low nitrates, and by low I mean 0. So dosing nitrate is a way to avoid having 0 nitrates, which may cause other problems such as dinos in the tank. And 0 nitrates are actually quite dangerous for corals because they prevent them from colouring up and from growing well. With that being said, I'm not dosing any phosphates, and the phosphates that are added to my tank are mainly coming from the feeding that I do with tank. And cyano many times is attributed to the imbalance in nutrients. Therefore, I'm also wondering if the imbalance in dosing, which means the lack of any form of phosphate dosing, is messing with the balance in the tank. So over the weeks, I did think of reducing my dosing of nitrates as I saw my cyano get worse. However, the nitrates in my tank has stabilized at 3 ppm, so I do not want to do anything that will create new issues in my tank. And I'm not a big fan of tinkering. I like to wait it out and let the tank stabilize and figure itself out. So what I'm doing is to continue to give the tank time to work the balance out. I do have a new game plan with different steps to cope with cyano, and I have moved on to level 2 in my game plan. In level 1 of my game plan is just to let it sit, do my normal water changes and not touch anything. In level 2, which is what I am at now, is I have decided to add Dr. Tim's bacteria. Cyano is a bacteria, although it does look like algae, and I do believe to combat it, you will need a competing bacteria. So I'm hoping that Dr. Tim's bacteria will help to compete and eventually out-battle the cyano for real estate. I do have plans to increase the actions or levels of actions that I do if the cyano gets worse. I believe that there needs to be a game plan in terms of intensity to combat cyano. So if the cyano gets worse, my next level is to increase my water change to twice a week. And if that doesn't work, the next level is to increase the amount of cleanup crew to help with the turnover of the sand, because a large part of my cyano is all on the sand bed. Following that, if that still doesn't work, I'll siphon the sand bed more often, and if that also doesn't work, I'll finally concede and use ChemiClean. But this would take about 2 months or 3 months before I will eventually decide to use ChemiClean. I really do believe that having a game plan to fight against cyano or any other issues can help to make your life easier, and it can help you be disciplined in your reef keeping. As always, I will keep you guys updated on the status of the tank next week, And with that, I think I will end my video right here. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking my video. Stay safe, love your tank, till next time. See ya.